Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode of Nostalgic Nick-Nacks. My name is Ryan, and if you saw my last video on the Xenoblade Chronicles X Switch 2 edition where I tested it out in docked mode, it was running fantastic. And so if you saw that and you're seeing this one now, I'm going to test it out in handheld mode. I've got my Switch 2 here, and I also have my Switch OLED model. I'm going to test it on here first and then test it on the Switch 2. I do not have two copies of the game, so I can't show you really that side by side playing at the same time. But hopefully this will give you an idea of how it's running in handheld mode. Let's go ahead and get started with Switch 1 and then switch to the Switch 2. Okay, so here we are, and I'm going to just go into where I'm at. Alright, so here is our handheld look at Xenoblade Chronicles X running on the Switch 1. You can see the camera is not as smooth. Kind of hard to see on your screen, but when you see it in person, you feel it. You can definitely tell. I'm going to move around. Hopefully I can balance this. Give you a good idea of what's happening. See his way the character looks here. My character I created. Kind of look at the ground. For all intents and purposes, you can definitely play Xenoblade in handheld mode. No problem on the Switch. And it's actually a pretty good experience. It's just those refinements that you're looking for, that 60 frames per second really does the trick, and the 4K visuals. But of course in handheld mode you're not going to get 4K on the Switch 2. We'll see what that looks like in a second, but things are looking pretty nice here. But there's just some juddering, some stuttering, whatever you want to call it, when you are moving that camera around. It's just a little too stilted. See, as I'm running here, what's going on? Yeah, a pretty good look at the grass there. Okay, I think that is a good indication of how it's running on the Switch. So now I'm going to go over to my Switch 2 and see what the differences are that we can catch. Alright, now I've got my Switch 2. Going to log into Xenoblade Chronicles X with this upgrade, and I can tell you right now it loads in a whole lot quicker. Just right off the bat, I'm right in there, no problems at all. So that was pretty cool to see. I didn't catch that yesterday, but let's go ahead and jump into it. Not wasting any time here. Alright, so hopefully, let's zoom in a little bit more here. Hopefully you get an indication of what's happening as I start to move. So here is the panning around. Remember, this is in handheld mode. I've got my Joy-Cons here. It looks really good, I have to say. Alright, let's run around a little bit. Things are so smooth. It's not a chore to move that camera around. It's not a chore to run at all. There's no lag anywhere or stuttering with the camera and what it's doing. I can fully just concentrate on playing the game and enjoying it because I know that things are not going to be stilted. It's a word I keep coming back to, stilted. Yeah, those guys look a little dangerous. So just let me know, comment below, let me know what you notice. Let's see if I can get zoomed in here. Let me turn this down a little bit. Things look really good and the colors do pop on the screen. I'm gonna engage in battle here.
Stay on your toes.
Be ready for anything.
We should weaken them just to be safe.
Shadow strike!
Fire carnival!
Assault hammer.
Side flash! Slide!
Flame grenade.
I mean, everything runs so smoothly here. It's pretty amazing, actually.
Armor. Now, topple them with some gunfire.
It's such a pleasure to play with no issues at all with any of this frame rate. Well, I think that about does it. What a great comparison here. Hopefully you saw some really great, wonderful things that will either help you to upgrade, make that decision to upgrade, or to stick with the regular version. Let's go ahead and finish out the video, and thanks for watching. So what do you think? I thought it looked great on the Switch 2 myself, and it's so cool seeing those vibrant colors on the Switch 2 and in handheld mode. It really does stand out, and if you want to stick with that OLED model and don't want to upgrade or anything, I understand that, but it really is vibrant, and with that 60 frames per second, you just cannot go wrong. So if you enjoyed this video, you got something out of it, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I put out a couple of videos a week, and sometimes, like this week, I put out even more. Also, be sure to join my Discord down below. It's completely free, and we have a lot of fun having great conversations there. Thank you so much for watching today. I pray you have a fantastic day, and whether you're playing Xenoblade Chronicles X on your Switch 2 or your Switch 1, have some happy gaming.